What's going on, everyone? What is poppin'? We are here back for some more WBE content. Week 3, by the way. We're currently 2-0 right now in the league, so it's very exciting. Hopefully, we can continue this win streak in this one. We're gonna be taking on my boy Feint Attacks, who has a very powerful draft. But before that, I'll play the YouTube algorithm together. Leave a comment and tell me what is your favorite dragon type Pokemon. I'd like to know, because this team that I made here is built around a Choice Band Dragapult. Fantastic dragon type. It got me thinking about the dragon types. And I just remember, like, my favorite one was Rayquaza. I missed that Pokemon a lot. But yeah, anyways, I look forward to hearing from you all as usual. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. So our opponent has a team of Cofagrigus, Durant, Hatterene, Kyurem, Lycanroc, Duskform, Pangoro, Quagsire, Raichu, Roselia, Snorlax, and Talonflame. So a very interesting team overall. And a lot of big threats. Like, for instance, the Kyurem is one of the biggest threats that I think can be special attacking with like Specs or Scarf or something, or even just Dragon Dance. A Pokemon that's just fantastic overall. Hatterene is another big threat. It can run Bulky Calm Mind or Trick Room or something. Hopefully he doesn't decide to bring Trick Room versus me. I don't know if he knows about the whole Trick Room in the Trick House. Like back in the day, nobody wants to bring Trick Room versus me because I've never lost a Trick Room in Draft League before. But it's pretty funny. Yeah, then Snorlax is actually another mon that it's gonna be difficult to take down, especially if it's like bulky curse. That mon we have to destroy. And yeah, like other such offensive threats like Durant, Lycanroc are also options he could bring. I feel like the team that he would probably bring, definitely Kyurem, definitely Hatterene, maybe Pangoro because he did so well with it last week. I think he might bring that, as well as Snorlax. I think he'll bring Talonflame, might also come too, but I do have a Lantern, but Talonflame is still pretty good versus some of my other members. He might bring that, maybe Durant, as well as I don't know, like those 5 I think he might definitely bring. Maybe Lycanroc or something too. But yeah, let's talk about the team that we're bringing. So I started with a Banded Dragapult. Looking at his team, Banded Dragapult goes in. Besides Hatterene, of course, which can't safely switch in unless he knows my set. A Dragon Darts will 2-hit KO most things on his team, or just do a ton of damage, because I know, like, for instance, even Fizdef Snorlax has the chance of getting 2-hit KO'd, especially if he doesn't have like leftovers or something. And if there's any prior chip, it's gone, which is nice. Essentially, if we can weaken things a bit, Dragapult just goes in. We just have to be careful of potential Scarfers like Scarf Kyurem and other such Pokemon. The EV spread that we have here is going to be faster than a Scarf Pangoro. I didn't feel like I needed to outrun anything else. This also naturally outruns Adamant Talonflame and Lycanroc and Raichu at max speed. And even is able to live a Crunch from an Adamant Scarf Lycanroc, and also Sucker Punch from like a Tough Claws. I think a boosted Sucker Punch. I think that's affected by Tough Claws, right? I'm not sure, but yeah, it survives all those kinds of moves, and yeah, it's a really solid Pokemon overall. I think it's just great in terms of U-turn momentum, first of all, and just being able to apply a lot of offensive pressure to his build, or just his draft in general. We get rid of the Hatterene and this thing goes in. Infiltrator makes it such that he can't go for any substitutes or anything, and Sucker Punch is nice for priority versus any kind of faster mon like a Dragon Dance, Kyurem or something can pick it off later on. But essentially I paired this Pokemon here with an Obstagoon. So the way that I wanted to rock this team was with Dragapult, maybe going for momentum with U-turn, and then bringing in Obstagoon to activate Flame Orb Guts, because also he doesn't have that great switch into this Pokemon. Facade is going to 2-hit KO almost everything basically, except for the immunities like Cofagrigus, which Knockoff will easily 2-hit KO, but then again, I guess he might have like Mummy or something and do things like that. I don't think he'd bring Cofagrigus though, because of the fact that I have like Obstagoon, Dragapult, Skuntank. I have like a bunch of mons that could probably deal with the Coffin, so I don't think he'll bring that at all. But yeah, I didn't need to run any speed. This thing just outruns Jolly Pangoro, and that's basically it. So Low Kick is actually fantastic versus Kyurem and Snorlax. Does a ton of damage to those, which is great. Then we have a Lantern. I'm bringing Rocky Helmet this time because it is a fantastic, phenomenal Talonflame counter. Because you can switch into Talonflame easily. Take any hit from it. SD does like, SD Brave Bird from Adamant does like, I don't know, 50. So it's not bad, and then Scald will just destroy it with Rocky Helmet as well. Getting rid of Gale Wings. I'm rocking T-Wave because, first of all, if he goes Hatterene on a T-Wave, it acts as if he's using T-Wave on me, so I get healed. I actually get healed if he goes for a Hatterene switch on my T-Wave. And then I have Screech because versus Curse Snorlax, I can use Screech so that I can wear it down so he can't get defense boosts, and then Dragapult or Obstagoon can just OHKO it basically. So that's gonna be nice. Plus Rocket Helmet Chip is there, and yeah, fantastic Pokemon. Bronzong was a very interesting set for this week. I have here AV 4 attacks, a Chinese set here of course because I'm rocking Grass Knot so that we can hit Quagsire. And it is an easy 2-hit KO versus Quagsire. We have Rock Slide to OHKO, Talonflame. Body Press is for things like Pangoro and Snorlax and stuff, and then Iron Head, which is great versus Kyurem and Hatterene. 2-hit KOs those mons pretty easily. And yeah, it's like I really enjoy bringing these like offensive Bronzongs. Like they're always so fun to use. Everybody likes using defensive rocks and toxic and stuff, but you can do a lot of fun stuff with Bronzong, as you can see. Then I'm bringing Rune. Rune has the Colbur Berry. It's there essentially as a Lycanroc check. +2 Swords Dance Crunch does about 50 or so with Colbur, so that's always nice. Iron Defense Body Press is just one of the best Rune sets. And then Earthquake, and then Poltergeist is mainly just so that we get 2-hit KO Hatterene. A defensive spread here. And this speed here, like I'm rocking enough speed on these things so that we can actually be able to outrun Hatterene. So that's always useful. And yeah, this Bronzong EV spread is able to tank a Choice Specs Modest Shadow Ball. It can eat up 2 of those. And yeah, that's why I'm rocking AV, a more offensive set though. But yeah, Rune is great versus such Pokemon as you know, Lycanroc, Snorlax, even Pangoro to an extent because it can take the knockoff with Colbur and then Body Press it back and probably destroy it. Finally, we have Togekiss here. I figured it was needed because he has the potential for T-Spikes and I did not want to bring Skuntank. I like Togekiss because it's a fantastic Pangoro check. Even though he may have like Gunk Shot or something, it can still live. You know, it can still eat it up. Dazzling Gleam is great, and it's faster than Adamant Pangoro because I want this thing to get off. Dazzling Gleam is faster than Adamant. Jolly is not much of a threat as I guess because unless he's like SD Gunk Shot, but he'd probably be like Bullet Punch or something if he was Adamant. But yeah, that's gonna be the team, and I think it kind of deals with basically anything he could potentially bring. I don't expect him to bring Raichu or Roselia. I don't think he's gonna bring Kofag either. But yeah, this team kind of covers everything that I needed to, I feel. But we'll see how it does. I think we'll be playing relatively soon. So once that battle starts, I will queue into it. And I'm hoping to see a lot of these Pokemon put in work. So like I said, once again, let me know in the comments what your favorite Dragon type Pokemon is. And without further ado, let's hop into the game whenever it begins. All right, this is the team. As we can see, he definitely has a scary one. I didn't think he'd bring Cofagrigus. I didn't think he'd bring that. He has like the scariest team pretty much. All right, Lycanroc, Pangoro, Hatterene. Yeah, he's got Hatterene, Snorlax, Kyurem, and Cofagrigus. Tough team for sure. So he didn't bring Talonflame, that's one thing to note. So Lantern's role here is going to be a little less valuable, but still I think leading off with the Dragapult might be nice. I changed up the nicknames for some of them because Joey was really putting me on the spot. So yeah, let's just lead with Dragapult here. So essentially, you know, we can really use Obstagoon well if we pivot into it with Dragapult. I do like that a lot. And yeah, Snorlax is a huge threat. Hopefully we could beat Kofag, but he has a lot of like great coverage moves on his mons and stuff, so we just gotta play around it well. He didn't bring Quagsire either, so that's pretty good too. Could have brought a Dragon Dance set, but I kind of like this. This would be interesting for sure. So let's see what he leads with here. He leads with the Kyurem. Okay. So I think immediately right off the bat, I do want to scout for the potential Choice Scarf. Because I think definitely he might have Choice Scarf on this thing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into Bronzong on this. I think Bronzong is fine because we got to scout for the Choice Scarf. I want to know what set he is. Because I am banded. Leading off with that could easily be Choice Scarf. He had messaged me earlier and told me that he's Sash Dragon Dance on it. He's gonna bring Sash Dragon Dance Kyurem. I'm not buying it. Like, he's doing some next level mind games, of course. So Bronzong is nice because we could just fire off a body press on it, predicting maybe like Pangoro or even Iron Head, because he doesn't really have any Iron Head resists, so that could be nice. He actually switches out here, so we switched out first, which means that we are faster. So that's one good thing to note here, that we are probably going to be faster. So he brings in Snorlax here. I could technically go Obstagoon here. I don't think he'd fire off a fighting move, but I don't know. We don't really know what this Snorlax is going to be. I could also go Lantern, just because it is kind of safe. And I can probably pivot out, but I don't want to let Snorlax get up curses and whatnot. Could also go here into... I might just go into Obstagoon. Because I basically have this for Snorlax. Look at that shiny color, I like it. He goes for Darkest Lariat, that's fine. So now here's a pretty good thing. Now, what we can do is, we could go for a knockoff immediately, or we could go for a facade. I think the knock is nice because we can get rid of an item. It prevents him also from going into Cofagrigus, and it's going to still do a good chunk of damage. So I think the knock here is the best play. And even if he goes Pangoro, we'll knock it out after a knockoff, so that's fine. And then getting rid of Snorlax's item is always nice too. Weakening it for Dragapult, perhaps. Don't know what set he is though on this thing. He switches out, perfect. Goes into Cofagrigus, okay. So this knockoff should hurt, I think. Yeah, that definitely hurts it a lot. Although he does give me, he has Mummy, right? So I don't know actually if this next knockoff will get rid of it. Because now I don't have Guts anymore and his item is gone and stuff. So I think I should switch here into Lantern. I think that's fine. Because he could just body press here. And I don't want to lose this thing. I don't really want to calc either. I just want to go off of intuition here that it probably might not knock it out because he's giving me Mummy and taking away my Guts. So my attack is halved. Alright, let's see what he goes for here. So that's a good thing to know that Kyurem is going to be slower than... oh, he Pain Splits, okay. Pretty good play on his part. We could Volt here. We could also T-Wave. What's funny is if I T-Wave and then he goes Hatterene, I could heal myself. Which is kind of hilarious. Could also Scald here. I think I'll just Volt Switch. He does stay in. So I can get some momentum off. I think I'll go Togekiss here. I need to weaken the Kofag because I need that thing. I need that thing gone. So he's Pain Split on this thing. Interesting. Trick Room. He's bringing Trick Room to the Trick House. Okay. So I could fire off a Dazzling Gleam here, which will do some good damage. we kind of have to outplay a little bit. Switches out here, okay. Who does he go into? Hatterene. So we can Dazzling Gleam this for some good damage. That does some pretty good damage, definitely. And then what we want to do here is... So if we get rid of Hatterene, right? If we get rid of Hatterene... we'll be able to spam Dragon Darts on his team. I think I'll go Emvee Bronzong. Even if he Mystical Fires, it's fine. Because I think we'll take the hit anyways. I haven't faced Trick Room in a long time in a draft league. Dazzling Gleams. Perfect, perfect. So we should be able to Iron Head here. I think should be fine. Baton Pass. Interesting. So it's a slot wasted for that. Kind of. Noodle. That is Pangoro. Okay. So we can Iron Head this, get some damage off. That should put it in range of Dragon Darts, I think. What do we want to do here? I think we'll just go into Togue. I just want to figure out what set he is. He goes for knock, okay. Let's figure out his item. He knocked off Heavy Duty Boots. Oh, it's Trick Room's gone to normal. I don't know if that, I don't think that's banded. I think I could just Dazzling Gleam here, in all honesty. I don't lose much by it. He does switch out here. Let's see what he goes into. Hatterene. So this should get 2 KO'd from this range, I think. We don't know what his item is, but I think this should 2 KO it. Yeah, that puts it in range. So I'll just go for it again. And Hatterene being gone is nice for Dragapult. So yeah, he'll lose Hatterene here. I'm just most worried right now about the Kyurem, because Kyurem is crazy good. I used it in one of the other draft leagues that I was in, and 5-0'd Pokeaim Joey with it. It's a good mon. So he's gonna go into Lycanroc here. Okay. So versus Lycanroc, we can bring in Rune at this point in time. I like Rune here, because it covers the rock type attacks. We also have a Colbur Berry for a potential crunch. And we should be free to body press as well. I don't know if he'd go back in a Cofagrigus, but let's see. We're gonna switch out here. He goes for a Celerock. Okay. Let's see what his item is. So we get Tough Claws now, by the way. We get Tough Claws. Unfortunately, I can't Poltergeist Rune. Oh, sorry, Cofagrigus. I'll just body press here. I could Iron Defense too, but like he has Kyurem still, and I don't wanna. I just want to attack stuff. Let's see what he goes into here. Okay, he goes back into this thing. So he's Trick Room. I think I can still probably Earthquake here. Just to get some damage off. Because he might just, what, Trick Room or something? Maybe I should have brought Shadow Claw instead. He does have Shadow Ball. Actually, maybe I should have swapped. That might have been better. But this thing is weak now. What we can do here is go into, I think, Lantern. Because I'm trying to get him low so that he can't really Pain Split. Or he probably doesn't want to Pain Split. So that's what I'm trying to do. Keep this thing nice and low. Because Pain Splitting is going to be annoying. Shadow Ball's here, okay. Good, good, good. So we'll take that hit. I can just go for a Scald now. But getting rid of Hatterene is fantastic. Let's see what he does here. Goes into Snorlax, okay. So we get some damage off here. He is Leftovers. So I can Volt out here. So he's probably Darkest Lair at Body Slam. So I should be able to Volt here. As he makes a double, okay, but we'll get the switch initiative. He goes Kyurem, okay. So we know for a fact that Dragapult is faster because as he swapped on turn 1, as we swapped out first. So I'm going to say that we are faster. I paid attention to that for this specific reason. And he switched out, so we definitely were faster. So let's go Dragapult. And we can fire off some Banded Dragon Darts, guys. Banded. This should get destroyed, I think. So maybe he was telling the truth. Maybe he was sashed. Yep, switches out. So something should get knocked out here, I think. Or at least 2-hit KO'd. Yeah, this thing is going to get 2-hit KO'd. Watch this. Check this out. We get the Banded Dragon Darts off. Yep, that's a 2-hit KO. And I can click it again here. Get that nice clean Choice Band attack off here. So it's a good thing so basically the game plan here was getting rid of Hatterene first, which is what we did. Open up the field for Dragapult to start clicking buttons. So now Snorlax is gone, which is amazing, amazing. And he goes into Lycanroc here. If this thing is not a Choice Scarf, I don't know if he's Choice Scarf or not, but we guarantee live a hit. So I can Dragon Dance this, and this should also get knocked out here. If he's not running any bulk, this should get knocked out. From an Adamant Dragon Darts. Yep. Let's see how much this does. Easily a knockout here. O-Code. Fantastic. So now let's see what he brings out. I believe Pangoro should also get knocked out here too. Because Bronzong did incredible damage to it with Iron Head. I'm going to say this knocks it out here, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Darts. Because we're Choice Band Adamant. Yep, that's a knockout. So that's gone. So that initial chip is fantastic too. And I think Dragapult just picks up 5 knockouts. Yo, Dragapult is too good. Challenging Dragapult was definitely the first mistake here. That is, without a doubt, a GG. It's Emvee for sure. Look at this. This thing coming through. Hope y'all like this nickname though, Night Fury, from How to Train Your Dragon. That's gonna be a 6-0, I think. We didn't lose a single mon, I think, in this one, so that's good. First week 5-0, second week 4-0, third week 6-0. Yep, and last is gonna be Cavagrigus. This should also get destroyed by Dragon Darts as well. I think. Yep. Beautiful. And that is going to be GG as Emvee. Look at this Pokemon, Dragapult coming through. Such an exciting mon to use. Yeah, that's game. Wow. So I think what he should have done was he definitely needed to keep Hattering around because Band was just looking so good in this matchup. It really was. And like, I mean, just overall, he didn't really have any great switch-ins for it, bar an immunity and Hattering. Everything else sort of got destroyed. Durant, I think, could take a Dragon Darts from, like, I think it still would have 2 KO'd though. I think that this Pokemon is just too powerful, but yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I think, yeah, like, he brought a scary team for sure. It was a very scary team, but I think I just came prepared with what I needed to bring. And that's going to be it. So be sure to check him out. I'll be watching his side of the game as well and hearing his thought process and whatnot. But I'll see you all on the next video, and peace.